I am leaking on twitch.tv/dcade every week on Sunday unless a new pack comes out that week. I'll be streaming on the day of the new pack, and we're going to be doing a $100 giveaway on this video and all my leak videos. Like, subscribe, comment, you'll be entered into the giveaway. And without further ado, it's time to get leaking.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Huge leak. Schiff. What the Schiff? Fairy of the Ghoti. This card and another Ghoti have this special ability when banished. They come back to the field during the next turn. And if it's during your opponent's turn, you could synchro summon during your opponent's turn, just like a Crystron. Very cool. And it's unfortunately not a one-card combo. We're going to be comboing it up with something else. So what's going to be a normal combo? You could play Runic. You don't have to play Runic. It's just a level 4 monster we want on the field, all right? And if you're a TCG Mad Lad and you're thinking about Cupid Pitch and all that stuff, that'll be the next combo right after this, okay? So stay tuned. So any level 4, I don't care what deck you're playing, you need your normal summon to be this Ghoti, and then this will be your special summon, a level 4. Because we need to make a level 6. Just like that. Arion Post. If this is synchro summoned, you could banish a fish from your deck. And also, if this is sent to the graveyard, you can target a fish in the graveyard, including itself, banish it, then add a fish from your deck to your hand. So what's cool about this is there's another Ghoti that if it's banished during the opponent's turn, it summons right away, and then you could synchro with it. So if you're able to summon this during your opponent's turn, you banish that Ghoti that summons right away, and then you can make a level 8 synchro. But instead, we're going to banish this one, which is similar to the Ghoti we have in the graveyard, that when banished, it comes out next turn, and you could synchro with it. So they're all pretty much the same. We're going to use the Ghoti effect to boost up the attack so that it gets summoned during the next standby phase. So both of these are going to summon. They both have the same effect. There's nothing crazy going on here. So come forth and summon, come forth and summon, and now during the opponent's main phase, these two cards will be able to synchro with our fields into a fish. So we're waiting. What are we waiting for? What the heck? It is Altergeist. Altergeist is here. I'm going to synchro into Ascan because I could only synchro during the main phase, and this effect is going to be banishing any card they control plus a card I control. So that's what we're going to be activating to do so. We're going to target, and now there is a trick here. Some people will be like, oh, DK, you should have synchroed with the Ascan before it banished itself into a level 10. You're right, you're also wrong. You would not want to do that because what if they make more plays and I want to wait to make the level 10? Because right now it's going to resummon itself and I'm still going to be able to use it for a synchro, but it would have been more efficient if I synchroed with it right away because then, you know, it will still be on the field. So you'll see right now, we banish this right now to activate to grab this Snopios. So now we're going to be resolving these effects. We got the Snopios, which is a quick effect. Banish 2 fish from your hand or graveyard to special summon on the field. And the main reason for that is it's level 6, so it's really good to synchro with our level 2s. So let's resolve all that. We're going to be activating to banish a fish from the graveyard to resummon back on the field. And we are going to, now the opponent has no further plays. This is only during the main phase. This would be not during the replay, Gia. This is going to be during the main phase. If your opponent were to set up more cards or summon more monsters, this is when you would want to do it. But I'm doing it right now because my opponent wants to end the turn. Are you ready? The big Ghoti. Ghoti of the Deep Beyond. Level 10. On synchro summon during your opponent's turn, banish everything. So pretend like they set a bunch of back row and they summon more monsters and they weren't trying to end their turn. Manish! Everything. Now, also, I'm going to be summoning the Snopios before the end of the turn. It's going to target itself, so when it leaves the field, it gets banished. When it gets banished, you could banish a fish from the graveyard to add it back to the hand. It's all about banishing. So now, during our standby phase, all of our cards are coming back. So we have our level 2 tuner, and our level 10 synchro. This also gains 500 for every monster that's banished. So let's see if we get lethal damage here. We're going to make Ascan. Because it was banished, we're going to add itself back to the hand by banishing a fish. We're going to make Chang Ying. And because it was a runic card we activated earlier, we could not attack that turn. But what are more plays we could do? You're going to see. We could trigger the Chang Ying during the opponent's turn. Also, the level 2 tuners are going to come back. Because of runic, we skipped our battle phase. So go ahead, make your play, summon, activate, play your back row. And this is where we're going to go nuts. We're going to banish 2 fish from the graveyard. That will trigger the effect to put itself so it gets banished when it leaves the fields. And we're also going to Synchro right now. Into the White Aura Whale. You can Synchro during the opponent's turn. When this card Synchro summon, destroy all monsters in attack position. And we also could trigger our Chang Ying to banish. So we're going to banish the back row, banish the card in the graveyard. It's all about synchroing on the opponent's turn to banish 1 card, destroy all attack position monsters, or banish the entire field. I love the playstyle of this deck. Play on your opponent's turn, and then now quickly win this duel, because now that we didn't use a runic card, we could just go in for game, just like, you know, a Sprite deck did. Any level 8 Synchro, level 10, whatever you want. Finish them up, 3,500 on the deep Ghoti. And then we're going to finish them up with lethal damage. All right. Now, a lot of TCG players are going to tell you, the first combo they would actually tell you would probably be this one, where if you have 2 runic cards and 1 Ghoti. So let's go. Going to special summon the Huggin. You would discard another card, search for the field spell. We already know that. We would summon, we'd make a Cupid Pitch, make the Cupid Pitch a lower level. So drop it down to 2 when it's the choice to be asking you that. Now that it's level 2, you summon the level 4 Gary. You also have your runic field spell. You would have drawn 2 right here. So draw 2 if you had another card to discard. And now we are going to use the Cupid Pitch to search. Now TCG players will search for Hop Ear. Hop Ear will Synchro during the opponent's turn with your field, which could go into cards like Chang Ying or Baron de Flor, where the fish tuners could only Synchro into a fish Synchro during the opponent's turn. But instead, since we don't have Colossus banned, it's probably better to have a Colossus than a Hop Ear. Can we agree with that? This is probably better. They can't search. It's indestructible. Maybe just a little bit better. And then even with this, we still have big plays. This comes back onto the fields. We're going to have the banishment, target banish, plus they can't search. And then we're going to have a big follow-up play next turn. This comes back out onto the fields. And then, you know, I could quickly show you what we do from here. The tuner just keeps coming back. We got Chang Ying, we got Banish, we got Summon. So there you go. That is Ghoti. So some extra Ghoti tips. Ghoti could be used with the Omega level 8 Synchro. You could do that on your turn. You can make a Herald of Arc Light with your level 2 tuner and summoning a Huggin onto the field. So that's going to be a play. If they were to wipe up your entire field and you're able to make the level 6 Synchro during their turn, this will be able to banish the level 2 from your deck that is able to summon during your opponent's turn as soon as it's banished to make more plays. So the deck is incredibly versatile, doesn't fold to a single board wipe, which is another reason why I really like it. And your opponent's going to have no idea what you're doing, and that's even more fun. Don't forget about the $100 giveaway on this video. Like, subscribe, comment. We're going to be doing more leaks and more giveaways. Let's go.